Автор сам, да, тебе говорит, не понял? В основном купил на это. Мне нравится именно автор сам, да, тебе говорит, не понял? В основном купил на это. Кабелю для моих сетинок почему? Кабелю для моих сетинок почему за футбол она уже начинает. Что я максимально дал, чтобы вам ничего не мешало. Кабелю для моих сетинок почему за футбол что нет? Она уже начинает. Что я максимально дал, чтобы вам ничего не мешало. Кабелю для моих сетинок почему за футбол что нет? Она уже начинает. Что я максимально дал, чтобы вам ничего не мешало.
Раз, два, три. Привет, Юля.
Где-то секунд 20.
Раз, два, три.
Секунд 20 я сказал.
Привет, Юля.
Секунд 20, как я и говорил. Секунд 20 я сказал.
Привет, Юля.
Секунд 20, как я и говорил.
Когда вот так стараюсь, сейчас там должно появиться.
Секунд 20 я сказал.
Привет, Юля.
Потому что секунд 20, как я и говорил.
Когда вот так стараюсь, сейчас там должно появиться.
Секунд 20 я сказал.
Когда вот так стараюсь, сейчас там должно появиться. Когда вот так стараюсь, сейчас там должно появиться. Поехали! Поехали! Поехали!
Ничего за злодей. Вот почему. Все, можно ехать. Так. Да? Так. Во, лайкосы пошли.
Один человек ты смотришь, и все.
Что я хотел, надо. Минус вот тут. Надо, что? Надо миссии посмотреть. Hogwarts Legacy. Hogwarts Legacy. Можешь что-нибудь написать. Здорово, Юлия. Как это приятно, первый комментарий. Может быть и последний. Чё?
Что являлось главной самоцелью, чтобы взять это оборудование?
Работать из дома, я хочу интерьер.
Интерьер, да?
Is she growing Punja's onion
Нет,
again?
всё. Дизайн интерьера.
Good morning, Professor Garlic. How wonderful it is to see you again, Lenora dear. Oh, here, you'll need these for today's class. A little treat for your auntie. Ah, hello. Class, please welcome the newest rose in our garden. We do look forward to growing together. How thrilling it is to have everyone back together again. This year will be filled with enchantment and excitement, but the most important thing cultivated in herbology is knowledge. The prudent herbologist is no more afraid of the venomous tentacula than the bouncing bowl. Now then, today we will be acquainting ourselves with the mellifluous tuber known as the mandrake root. Accio. Let's see if we can't make our fibrous friends a bit more comfortable, shall we? First,
Sure.
let's protect our ears.
Ну да. Сейчас
Now,
мандрагору будем
everyone,
доставать и орать
Grip
будут.
their mandrake by the tendrils and give it a firm tug. Quickly! Place your mandrake in the new pot and cut down the soil! The soil should envelop the root like a warm, dirty blanket, putting the mandrake right at ease. Reparo! I'm very sorry about that. Yours was a bit mature, I'm afraid. All right then, off you go. Splendid work, everyone. Now, for our next task, we'll be planting dittany at our potting tables. You can all get started. I need to have a brief word.
I wonder if hippogriffs like not.
Yes, Professor.
Firstly, well done with your mandrake. They can be rather difficult to get a grasp of.
Actually, I enjoyed it. I couldn't help but catch your enthusiasm.
How kind of you. It seems you're already taking to herbology like a mandrake to fresh soil. Now, as I mentioned, next we'll be planting dittany. Let us find you some seeds.
I already have some, Professor. Picked them up in Hogsmeade.
You visited the Magic Neep. Wonderful! A prepared student is bound to bloom. I've arranged for you to have your own potting table here in the classroom. Wasn't easy to spare one on such late notice. Plant the seeds there now, and you can return to harvest them later. Even with soil, sunlight, and a bit of magic, they will take time to grow.
Let's see how to balance my star thistle arrangement. Niffler's fancy or roses?
Dittany's restorative properties make it a vital ingredient in the Wiggenweld potion, as you all should know from Professor Sharp's class. Well done! Once it can be harvested, your dittany will be ready to use in Wiggenweld potion. I'll let Professor Sharp tell you about that. Now, what say we branch out? Introduce you to a different sort of flora, the Chinese chomping cabbage. You'll find that some plants are better suited to uses outside of a cauldron. The cabbages do get testy without something to chew. Fortunately, I have a dummy for them to gnaw on. Be a dear and let them have a good chomping.
Yes, Professor.
They're in the other greenhouse. It's just at the end of the footbridge leading out of this room. Your classmate, Mr. Pruitt, has kindly offered to accompany you. Come back and see me when you're finished. Oh, and mind your fingers. They do bite.
А что там не слышно, что ли? То, что я говорил?
A garden requires patience as much as water and sunlight.
Ё-моё.
Когда только громко, да, слышно?
Если вот так говорить, то нормально, наверное, нормально будет. Погромче, похоже, сделать.
А?
Ну я погромче сделал, ладно. Все, пошел дальше играть.
The edges mustn't curl and turn brown.
Hello. Saw you on your way to Hogsmeade the other day. Nice to meet you. I'm Leander. I'll be showing you the Chinese chomping cabbages. These stairs will take us there. But your lead.
А куда идти-то? Я что-то заблудился.
Nice work in Defense Against the Dark Arts, by the way.
Excuse me?
Your duel with Sebastian. And he's good.
У меня зритель, здорово, Юлия.
But you outright sniffed. Here we are. Home of the Chinese chomping. Go on. Grab a few of those cabbages. Now, see that dummy? Just toss the cabbages at it. They'll do the rest.
Его господство герцог сообщил, что мое очарование покорено. Он удалится в свои личные покои.
Чё?
А, так я пока смотрю. Сам пока не понимаю, что происходит. Капуста.
Look at that. Anything they can get their mouths on.
Прикольно.
Mum planted some in her garden last year to keep the gnomes out. Did save her the de-gnoming, but they left her honking daffodils in tatters. Vicious little bastards, aren't they? My kind of plants. Not like stupid booba tubers and bouncing bulbs. The kind of plants that just have your
Лайк
back and
поставь.
fight. Not saying you can't go it
На
alone.
трансляцию, а не на чат.
Well, imagine that wasn't
За
a
клик
dummy.
нажми в чата. Тут лайк можно поставить. Во, спасибо.
I suppose they could prove useful outside of the greenhouse.
можешь
wrong with a
выключать.
little backup, even if it is from a cabbage.
It's chaos out there. Trolls in Hogsmeade and such. You can't be above throwing a cruciferous vegetable if necessary. Dogweed and deathcap has more of them, if you're keen. Other plants too. Ones your parents wouldn't plant in the garden. You get the idea. Anyway, we probably ought to head back to class. Take your time. I'll see you back in class.
Revelio.
What are you up to now? Was that helpful reminder as to why we should always wear our dragon?
I tended to the Chinese chomping cabbages, Professor.
Remarkable plants, aren't they? I hope they weren't too much trouble. Oh, don't see any bite marks or missing digits. And good, as you do seem to be quite green-fingered. Oh, I'm eager to see your skill in the soil continue to blossom.
Thank you, Professor, but looking after plants isn't all that thrilling to me.
I think you'll come to see that the fruit is well worth the labor. As we herbologists like to say, tend to your plants and they'll tend to you. Well, I suppose that's everything. Do come by for a chat sometime. I so enjoy checking in with my new students.
Что, ты выставила?
Revelio. Someone from the ministry guarding the school after the incident in Hogsmeade.
Professor Black would never allow that. It would
Professor Sharp's desk. I bet he knows more than he's letting on about the Goblin Rebellion.
Potions is one of the most challenging and hazardous subjects taught at this school. As fifth years, you will be required to reach new heights of both discipline and intellect. You will begin this term by brewing a Wigan-Weld potion. Mr. Takar, can you tell us why this particular potion might come in handy?
Yes, Professor Sharp. The Wigan-Weld potion can be used to sterilize and even heal a variety of injuries.
It can heal some injuries, but not all. Point for Ravenclaw. Before today's class is completed, each of you will have brewed a Wigan-Weld potion of your own. You never know when you might need it. Please begin. Use a strong, even motion when crushing your ingredients. Please be meticulous when adding powder to your potions. One errant sneeze could be disastrous. I see most of you have not forgotten how to stir. Not an easy potion to brew. Well done. And from what I hear of your recent exploits in Hogsmeade, you'd also do well to practice brewing the defensive Edurus potion. Professor Weasley had you acquire the recipe from J. Pippin's, correct?
Yes, sir.
Good. For the moment, you can find the ingredients you need in my office. But in the future, you'll be expected to provide your own ingredients. Some can be harvested from the plants you grow in your herbology class, and rarer ones can be purchased. Others, however, may be harder to obtain, and will require you to be a bit more resourceful. Come and see me when you've finished brewing, and we'll see if it was skill or luck the first time around.
My parents considered keeping me home from school this year after the rumor.
Did I hear Professor Sharp say that you have permission to go into his office?
Yes, but why does that matter to you?
Brilliant! And it matters because you can be a part of something truly creative. I'm Gareth, by the way. Gareth Weasley. Bit of a prodigy with potions, if I do say so myself.
Pleasure to meet you. Wait, are you related to Professor Weasley?
She's my aunt. Keeps too close an eye on me for comfort. Ugh. But she can't be everywhere. Listen, anyone with a troll-sized brain can brew an Edurus potion. I'm working on something that's certain to be spectacular. I'm just missing one tiny last ingredient that will add that extra spark.
I suspect that's where I come in.
You're as clever as I'd hoped. I simply need a single Fwooper feather. As you'll already be in Sharp's office with his permission, perhaps you could grab it for me.
I'll get you the Fwooper feather, as long as you're certain Sharp won't miss it.
I assure you he won't. Fwooper feathers aren't that valuable. Wait until you see what I'm brewing. Hurry back to me when you have the feather.
A well-prepared
Revelio.
Your potion station's organized and free of clutter.
Here's the Fwooper feather you wanted.
Brilliant! Thank you! This is going to take a moment to brew. You should get back to brewing your Edurus potion, and I'll tell you when this concoction's finished.
Should you chop the Didney or crush it? The wrong answer could result in the unfortunate loss of your eyebrows.
And now we add the mallow sweet, and... That's odd. What's happening? Wait, it's not supposed to... Ah! Get it! Oh! Dragon Dung! What happened?
Well done, Gareth.
What now, Mr. Weasley?
Sorry, Professor.
Professor Sharp must have learned a lot during his time as an Auror.
Mr. Weasley did not do this on his own. his accomplice will answer to me as...
I brewed an Adura's potion as you asked, Professor.
I'm surprised you had the time. You seemed rather busy helping Mr. Weasley brew chaos.
I'm sorry, Professor. I was merely trying to help a friend.
Taking responsibility for one's actions does go a long way with me. I shall assume that you've learnt a lesson. As for the work you did today at your own cauldron, I will say you've done well. I confess I was skeptical, given the advanced nature of this class and the fact you're a new student.
I'm glad I was able to meet your expectations.
A rare occurrence. And you do well to remember that you're not a potions master quite yet. In addition to having a solid grasp of how to combine various ingredients, you should gain an understanding of the ingredients themselves. Pay particular attention in herbology. The plants you nurture there are often essential to the potions you brew here. Now, I recommend that you find a safe location in which to practice brewing. You cannot leave a hot cauldron simply anywhere. That'll be all. I think each of us has had enough. One day, class is dismissed.
Ё-моё.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
Так, где что-то трансляция-то?
У тебя кого?